I'm Gabe. This is Deit.
What's up, everybody?
We're Simple Smokes. It's been a minute. As you can see, we are back where it all started, or where we are at home, which
Home
is
base.
home base, which is the backyard chilling. A lot of things been going on. As you saw, one of our previous episodes, we was on a Battleship. We got things have been, I guess, just blowing up for us. We've been like poof, but we've blowing up. We've been doing some live events. We've done already three. We've done
Yeah,
three events
yeah,
in the beautiful city of
mm,
Camden, New Jersey.
yeah.
That's where we grew up at. Booker's Lounge. We've been there. We've been able to unite, I guess, or just collectively bring people who share in our fascination and enjoyment of smoking. We call them now. You are, as well as you are. You are part of the Simple Smokes family. It's been great, just interacting, kind of creating that vibe that we have here, we have over there. What are your thoughts on that, Dee?
Yeah. We've well, I'm not. I don't want to say we, but I'm saying collectively, the people involved with our events, the people that come to our shows, we created a vibe. I think there's a certain atmosphere there that I enjoy, and I think the people that come there they enjoy too. Like we could tell you about it, we could talk about it here, but unless you are there, you can't really experience it. But the same vibe that Gabe and I experienced here when it was just me, him, throwing something on the grill or having a drink or having a smoke here, we managed to transport that out to the people at our events. So it's really cool.
Definitely. Like I said, we've already done three events, and we actually have something up and coming, which we've kind of already hinted and already had a couple shows talking about. But we have October. We have it's Cigars on the River. Dee, you want to chime in on that one? And
Yeah,
but before we
October
started, we just trying to get into that mode where we're going to talk about it.
on October 5th, guys.
We will be what Captain D and Captain Gabe are
Yep,
going to be out, and we're going to be where? October 5th.
on the USS New Jersey.
All right.
Also in beautiful downtown Camden, New Jersey. The USS New Jersey, we're going to have this event. It's called Cigars on the River. It's hosted by Los Jefes Cigar Club. Shout out to Brooklyn Bryan,
Yes, great organization, great
who's in
group of
charge of
people.
that great organization. And what it is, guys, it's we're going to have many of the major cigar vendors there, celebrities, athletes, uh, um, food, DJ, live music.
They're talking about doing something off the deck.
There's talk of golf balls being hit off the Battleship,
Wow.
which I know I'm going to get involved with, just
Yeah.
so I can, you know,
Check that off
wreak
the bucket
havoc,
list.
if you
Yeah.
will. Yeah. So yeah. So it's going to be a great event, guys. Come on out. I think the tickets you can get off Eventbrite, and
Yes.
they're about they're $100. So
Well
yeah,
worth
get
it.
your
Well
tickets
worth it.
ahead of
Yeah.
time because I think they're going to charge more the day of the event.
Yeah.
So yeah, get your tickets, guys. Come on out. We'll be there.
Yeah.
We're going to be having fun. We're going to be set up there. We're going to have a live show from there. Come on out, say hi to us. Like I said, celebrities, food, drink. Oh man, come on.
Put it
You
this way,
can't
at
you
least
can't
two
beat that.
celebrities are gonna be there. It's gonna be Dee and Gabe. So that
Right.
that in itself
Well,
should be enough,
yeah. If
so to
that's enough
speak.
to get you there,
Yes.
then yes, you can call me a celebrity.
Yes. Yes.
So yes, so Cigars on the River, guys. It's going to be a great event. Come on out. It's going to be a blast.
Oh yeah, definitely. And one of the things that was talked about in that previous episode, which I'm excited about, or just excited because it's their fourth, I believe it's their fourth annual event that they've had. So
Mm.
they've had it before, but in our conversation, it was explained to us that this is the only event where individuals are allowed or given the opportunity to smoke a cigar on any battleship, then alone the very prestigious USS New Jersey. So this is
Yeah,
very exciting
it's
for
something
us
to
to
tell
be
your
there.
grandkids.
Yes. Um, so we're really excited. Like I said, we got a lot of things going on. We've been smoking already. He started with his tobacco. I started with
Oh
a.
yeah.
If you want, it's almost out. We would talk about it earlier, saying, listen, because not to mention, and just because we keep it real, we've been having some technical difficulties. So this is like our third take to try and get this show out. So hopefully it'll actually get out. As you could tell, we've been smoking away. But he's got his tobacco, which is always a great go-to. I got mine that I've said it's a hand rolled. Not sure where I purchased. I purchased it in one of an event that I went to support. One thing I found that I do sometimes, and maybe we all do, is we take these extra cigars we had that don't fit in a humidor, we put them in the fridge, which I did with this one. Which the penalty about it is obviously you can't monitor it as you would in a humidor. So when I kind of bit into it to get it, I felt a crunch, and a crunch isn't a good sign when you're smoking a cigar. That tells you that it's dry.
Well, could I ask you why'd you bite it?
Um, I don't. I guess that's not a good word, or I'm trying to look for a descriptive word to say. You gotta. It just doesn't just lay on your lip. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
gotta.
oh, oh, oh. Well, you put it in your mouth.
Yeah, you put it in your mouth. You gotta
Okay.
kind of. You need to grip it with something. So when I gripped
Mm.
it, I heard a crack when I was like, "That's not a good sign."
Mm-mm.
But I can say, other than that, it's been a pretty solid cigar. Um, and something else that we talked about that actually came up was as far as the cigar itself. Typically when you purchase a card, they usually come individually wrapped. When you get hand rolled, they're usually not obviously individually wrapped. And the person or the person who makes it typically puts them in one bag. And one thing that Deit brought up in a conversation, and I was like, oh wow. But then it's just me thinking about it more and made sense. Is what do you do when you get either hand rolled cigars or cigars that aren't wrapped, and you bring them home? Do you put them immediately into your
Well,
humidor?
well,
What's your process?
well. Some people say that, and I probably follow along with this too. That whenever I get a new cigar, whether I purchase it, whether I get it in the mail, whether I purchase it in a store, uh, uh, I generally don't smoke it right away. Like I don't smoke it that same day. Sometimes I do, but most times I don't. And so, in this case, when I get a cigar, and the first thing I'll do is I'll feel it or I'll make sure it's fresh. And if it's not necessarily the end of the world because what I do, and I know some of you out there probably do the same thing, is I put it in a Ziploc bag and I keep it separate from my other cigars. And I'll throw a Bovita pack in the Ziploc
Mm-hmm.
bag and put it in the same humidor, but I keep it separate from my other cigars. And uh, depending on the severity of the dryness, uh, uh, it could take maybe 2 weeks, it could take 2 months, or even maybe even longer for it to restore itself. But you don't want to just throw it away if it was a gift or you paid for it. Either way, you just don't want to get rid of it. But you just want to give it that chance to restore itself and get moist again.
No, awesome. Because I could, and then as I thought about it, I said, yeah, because usually when I go to some of these events, you have obviously the person who hand rolls. Like I said, it is a science.
Mm,
So I almost feel as though
absolutely,
it's you're
absolutely.
almost taken away when you put them with other cigars, because then you may have uh, some hand rolled cigars, then you have some infused cigars, then you have some cigars that are flavored cigars,
Mm,
and you may go to a venue and that person may have them, and I noticed they come in different packages or different jars, mason jars,
mm,
things like that, but they give it to you typically in the same bag.
yeah.
And they will tell you, in fact, I think when I purchased this one, it was like supposed to be some infused flavored cigars. And a good example is I tried to smell to see if I smelled it, and I couldn't because they were all together.
Mm.
So I say that it also keeps the appreciation and the effort that was made to make that cigar is another reason why you want to keep it separate. Because the last thing you want to do is get two different flavor cigars, and either a week later or a month later you want to go back and you want to smoke it, and now you've lost it because you didn't individually
Mm.
separate it.
I just had this thought. Your cigars are like your kids. You want to give them a comfortable, you want to nurture them in a comfortable environment. And let's just say, for example, you got 5 nice kids, all in your humidor or in your home,
Yeah,
so to
if you have
speak.
a humidor, yeah, you might
So
you
and
might get
then
some
you
people
bring
looking for you.
some bad seed,
Mm-hmm.
some neighborhood bad kid
Mm-hmm.
that has to come stay with your kids because their parents went out of town. Oh, can you watch my kid? All right, so that bad kid comes into your home, or that bad cigar comes into your humidor, and it starts influencing your kids.
Hmm.
Okay, so
That's
it's
deep.
kind of like the same concept. Like that bad kid got to be kind of a little bit separated from your kids, or that bad kid has to be told not to uh, negatively influence your kids. But point is, you want to separate your bad cigars from the rest of your good cigars in your humidor because you know
That's a
you guys
very
get the point.
that is a very deep deep way of saying it.
I've been too deep, but go ahead.
And just so you're aware, we haven't had any drinks yet, so I can only imagine how the story would go
No,
after a couple drinks. But yeah, in case you get that, I took it as you got your good kids like your Tabak, your Maduros, your Romeo and Juliets, and then you get walking down the street, you get a lack of a better word. Like I said, we don't support, like we don't advertise for any particular cigar, but you get like Mr. Philly Blunt shows up, and he says, "Hey, can I hang with you guys?" You're like, "Oh, well, you can hang with them, but we got boundaries, right?"
right, exactly, exactly,
So
exactly. So
that's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So keep your dry cigars away from
Mm-hmm.
your good cigars. Like you said, same humidor, that's fine, but not touching each other. Put them in a separate Ziploc bag.
Yep. So on that note, we're gonna keep smoking. We got another episode on the way. Hopefully, we don't have these continuous technical difficulties. But we talked about, our update was we're doing events. Beautiful city of Camden, Booker's Lounge. We had three events already. We created that vibe. We got another event that we're very excited to be part of, which is Cigars on the River. That's going to be uh, October 5th. That's going to be on the great Battleship, New Jersey.
Yes.
So that's coming up. We hope to see our Simple Smokes family there, and we want to make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you follow us. And till then, enjoy. Have a great weekend, or in between. Um, and I'm Gabe, this Deit, Simple Smokes. Later.
Peace out, everybody.